not created equal.
And so.
I have a question. So
yes, ma'am.
Do you like agree with the abortion laws that's going on in like Mississippi and all that stuff?
I'm looking to see an end to abortion, right?
Okay, so you don't, you want like all abortions banned?
Right, yeah, I think it should be illegal.
All right, so it should be illegal, but do you also like agree that women who want abortions or try to get abortions should also die?
What do you mean by that?
Like, because these laws are just banning safe abortions, women are still going to try to get abortions in an unsafe way.
Sure.
So do you agree with that?
So even if we make abortion illegal, people are still going to have them, and yes, they may potentially harm themselves. They probably will. But I don't think that's a justification for not making them illegal, because if we're looking at an immoral action, I'll just use, let's use domestic violence, right? A husband beating his wife. It's illegal right now, and I'm not going to give him boxing gloves so he doesn't break his hands when he does it. Right? If we see a bank robbery, I'm not going to give the guy a bulletproof vest so the cops don't kill him when he threatens people, right?
Okay,
so when there's immoral actions, those immoral actions are inherently dangerous. Robbing a bank is inherently dangerous action.
Okay, so wait, you're comparing robbing a bank to getting an abortion.
Right, so when you're doing an immoral action like taking the life of an innocent human being, right, that's going to be an inherently dangerous action to yourself.
So since you support the abortion laws, do you also support the government being able to kind of control our bodies in that kind of aspect?
Well, no, I don't think that. I think a woman has bodily autonomy rights, but we also have to understand our rights to our own bodies are not absolute. If I take my body and try and rape someone with it, someone has to come and take away some of my bodily autonomy because I'm violating the rights of another person. Right? And so when we look at abortion, that's what the woman.
Abortion laws are doing.
But that's what the woman is doing to her unborn child. She's stripping away the rights of another human being.
That's kind of the same way as thinking. A lot of people use the rebuttal of no uterus, no opinion.
Sure.
Okay, so that's kind of like saying all men should get vasectomies before they start having sex because they can always get the vasectomy reversed. That's kind of the same thing as like controlling our bodies.
Okay, so the difference the difference is that a pregnant woman has a body within her and her own body. A man can't have that function.
Yeah, but the government is still controlling us by setting these laws.
But it would be by stopping a woman from violating the rights of another human being, which the government does every single day against crime.
So
they're not a human?
In Ohio, it's after 6 weeks,
right?
So, if a baby is fully developed after 6 weeks, then, might as well just take it out of our bodies.
Well, it's not fully developed.
Exactly.
Well, neither are you.
Exactly.
Are you fully developed?
Cells.
I'm not fully developed. It's a stage of development, right?
Right. So after
when you say
weeks,
fetus, say fetus, it's no different than saying infant, toddler, adult, right? It's a stage of development of an organism, okay? And so we have to look at what organism are we dealing with.
I don't know. Can you maybe go off the script for a little bit, because it kind of sounds like you're being scripted.
No, I'm not being scripted. I'm asking do you think it's a human being in there?
There's cells.
Okay, but what species are the cells?
6 weeks is cells.
They're
just getting vacuumed out of your body.
Okay, but is it an organism?
I just feel like you guys are missing
this is
the
very
whole
no
point of it.
the most important question.
The point of these abortion laws is to not have control over our bodies in that way, because these abortion laws are just banning safe abortions, and women are still going to get.
But safe for whom?
Unsafe abortions.
Is the abortion ever safe for the baby?
Safe for us.
Is the abortion ever safe for the individual inside of you?
Choice.
You're not answering my question because you don't like where your position leads, right?
What are you talking about?
Is it a human being within a pregnant mother? That is the number one question. Okay, no. Why do you say so? What else is it?
They're cells.
If you did think it was a human being,
dehumanizing women right here.
Well, you're dehumanizing the person in the womb.
Well,
what
have our own
species are they?
We already have our own lives. We've already lived life. I think the woman who has already had a life and stuff like that, if my mom aborted me, guess what? I wouldn't care, because I don't fucking know if she aborted me or not, because I don't exist.
But that's like saying if I shoot someone in their sleep, they're not going to care, right? You can't say just because someone doesn't have present consciousness, they don't have rights.
No,
No, the most important question is, what are they inside the womb? What are they? If they're not a human being, I'm going to be, I'll take my sign and throw it in the trash can, okay?
6 weeks, obviously that's not enough time to know if you are
No,
pregnant.
okay. Is a sperm cell a human being?
No,
no.
Just
okay,
cells.
Is an egg cell a human being from a mother?
They're just cells.
Now, when those two cells meet,
oh my gosh, You don't have to give me a biology.
Well, apparently I
lesson.
do, because you're dehumanizing the person in the film.
You're dehumanizing women.
How? When have I once said you're not a human?
Saying that we are forced to give birth.
You refuse to hear the
wait,
science because you don't want to acknowledge that it's a human being.
You're the whole thing about this is you're okay with forcing women to give birth to a baby. And if the roles were switched, you guys would probably have different opinions about it, honestly.
No, absolutely not, because I recognize the humanity of the unborn, because there's nothing else it can be.
What if you're in school and you can't?
And that's a justification to murder someone.
Well, I mean, it's a justification for us being able to choose our own lives.
By murdering someone.
It's a choice for us.
To murder someone. Of course, murders.
To vacuum out cells in our body.
But is it an organism? This is where you don't want to go, because you know the science is against you.
I feel like you guys are really closed-minded about this whole thing.
Closed-minded says the person who won't look at basic biological facts.
No, closed-minded. Where are the women out here who are?
We have two of them.
Where?
There's one right there.
And one there too, but that doesn't matter because
they can have an opinion.
That's called the genetic fallacy, and you should do research
on that. That's a script. You just said that the other time. I remember talking to you.
Okay, yeah. Apparently you didn't learn what it was.
Because the church told you to say that.
The church.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not religious at all. I'm atheist.
Apparently you didn't look it up because you still don't know what the genetic fallacy is.
Honestly.
Why is it not a genetic fallacy?
Because.
Oh, that's not a reason.
Because, I mean, you're just missing the
That's
whole
not a
point
reason.
of it. The whole point.
You're the person who won't look at a basic
over
scientific
women.
fact.
Okay, but like science is a lot of gray area.
No,
okay? Yes, there is.
on what a human being is.
Wait, are you saying
that is absolutely set in stone when a human being becomes a human being.
They're cells, though. They're not a human yet.
And okay, what are you? Are you just
human.
cells? No, yeah. Okay, you're a human, right? Why?
Because.
Okay, see, you don't understand the basic scientific facts of how a human becomes a human, and so because of that, you're saying it's not a human, so you have an excuse to kill them.
You know what fallacy you're doing is missing the point. Missing the point fallacy.
The fallacy of missing the point. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you're doing.
And okay, then explain to me how I'm doing it.
Because the whole point of these abortion laws is to control women.
Or to save the life of the innocent human being inside the woman.
No.
No?
It's to control women.
Why? You're making a baseless assumption.
No.
You won't acknowledge how a human being. It's impossible,
really
ma'am. Respectfully, it's impossible to have a conversation with you when you won't look at the most basic scientific
I mean, you're
fact.
doing a fallacy too. You can't say. I mean, maybe we're both doing fallacies. Maybe both of our arguments are invalid.
I might have missed your point because I don't understand your point. But you just refuse to listen to mine.
I did.
It's not controlling a woman's body.
It is.
It's
You're
not.
making us have birth.
That's like saying the government passing a law against rape is controlling my body.
You think making someone do something is not controlling?
So is the government making me not rape someone because it's immoral?
The government is making us not. Their government.
So
are they controlling?
Are they controlling our bodies by doing that?
Are they controlling our bodies?
No.
No, because that's not what making something illegal.
The government isn't forcing women to give birth. It's telling them they can't have abortions.
It's saying you can't murder someone.
It's forcing women to get pregnant.
No, you can't have safe abortions.
There's no such thing.
There's no
How can an abortion be safe for the baby you're trying to kill? For who? Not the baby. It's murder for the baby.
Abortion is healthcare. That's a fact.
Healthcare to go inside of a mother and rip up her unborn child with forceps.
To do it in a safe way.
How can you do that safely? How can you kill someone safely?
Do you know how women, they drink themselves so they won't have
How
a baby?
can you kill someone safely?
The stairs?
And that's unsafe.
Yeah, exactly. But doing it by a doctor.
And that's just as bad.
So how can you kill someone safely?
So wait, you think doctors who give abortions is doing it unsafe for the women?
For the woman inside of her, yeah.
For the woman?
No, the baby.
The baby.
But so you don't care about the woman at all?
I said they have equal rights.
Right. We have equal rights.
Exactly. And so you both have a right to life.
Choice. All right,
and if it's a baby where she's ready to give birth.
Perspective about this.
Well, that's called the genetic fallacy again.
Well, you're missing the point fallacy.
Yeah,
exactly.
You haven't explained it.
I did.
You haven't
missing the point. The whole point
is that we can't control women's bodies.
Is so we don't have a choice.
Well, that's simply untrue.
So you don't think we shouldn't have a choice?
That's simply untrue. You won't even listen to the most basic scientific fact about how a human being begins to exist.
I just feel like I should just maybe not talk to someone who's just completely brainwashed and scripted.
Oh, okay. Now you're using ad hominem.
I should really talk to someone who's more,
Well, everyone here is going to tell you. Everyone here is going to tell you the same exact thing, regardless of their gender.
Yeah, because they're all brainwashed and they're all the same script.
That's a convenient argument, ma'am.
The same script.
I really encourage you to look at the science of embryology, because you can't deny that it's a human being, ma'am. Have a nice day.
Hey, if you like the work we're doing on college campuses changing minds about abortion, make sure you drop us a like on this video, tell us what you think in the comments below, and then subscribe to our channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell. Join our movement to end ageism and end abortion.